What's going on, team? Proof here, and welcome back to another recruiting report. And for this video, I'm gonna be going over Derange Thaddeus, and I think it's gonna be Derange Thaddeus, like with a D on the end of Derange when it's translated. It's because it kind of sounds weird, but it's another one of the cards we received in last week's Bushy Road stream. Oh, what's up, Atlas? See him over in the corner. And hope you guys don't mind me, like, I'm trying to space these out every other day if I can, because A, it gives me time to kind of digest them. B, kind of gives me a little more time to maybe play test it if I'm able to. And C, I kind of just let the videos breathe a little bit, let it get a little bit of space in there, you know what I'm saying? So at least each card gets its own time to shine for a little bit before I bring up the next card. So hope you guys don't mind. Hope you guys still been enjoying reveal season, whether you play Spikes or Tachis or Mega Colony. So, as I mentioned a little bit ago, I'm going over Derange Thaddeus, which is a double rare that we got in this set. And his skill says, auto on rear guard. When it attacks, you can counterblast 1 and move all your force markers to this unit's circle. And then when it hits, oh, it doesn't even have to hit Vanguard. I didn't realize that. But when this attack hits, if this unit has a force circle, if this unit circle has a force marker, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. So, my boy Thad here, aka Chad Thad, I think he's a really good card. I think he's really solid. His first skill, being able just to counterblast and move all your force markers to his circle, is a huge benefit because it takes a lot of pressure off of being able to soul blast with Bull Spike, which I talked about in the last video. If you want to hear more about that, go check that video out. But it takes pressure off of Bull Spike to be able to keep soul, and it has positive synergy with Bull Spike because he uses counter blast while Bull Spike in either of his skills does not. So very synergistic between the two of them, which means that he becomes a counter blast sink if you need it to, if you have like excess counter blast, or you don't feel pressure to have to counter blast for something else because you don't need to save it for anything else, because you can dedicate more of it to Thaddeus if you're playing it in the Bull Spike deck, however it might shape out to be. So being able to counter blast 1 and get anywhere from an additional critical with the force 2 marker, or getting like 10,000 to however many force markers you might have. It's kind of like equip gauge from Tachikaze with, I think, Savage Raider, whichever grade 3 that can like shift all the gauge over to him, and then he gets plus 5,000 for every one. Being able to have a similar-esque effect on a grade 2 is really positive, and I think it bodes really well for the future of the Bull Spike related deck. And then on top of that, he has an on-hit ability which doesn't use counter blast, which is rare. And as I mentioned when I was reading the skill, you don't need to hit your opponent's Vanguard to use it. So you can 2-for-1 your opponent's rear guards if you have like some troublesome rear guards going on. And in conjunction with Bull Spike's on miss ability, you get a guaranteed retire on your opponent's field if you have both of them out at the same time. The only question is, it comes down to your opponent whether they want to take a damage and get close to death, or if they want to lose X number of cards out of their hand, let you draw, and then still get the retire off, but they have the damage buffer there. So hugely synergistic with Bull Spike. I think it's a really enjoyable card. It also works well with General Safety because you can use General Safety's skill to counterblast and get another one out from your soul or from your deck and give it a buff. And then it can still give double on hit pressure in conjunction with General Safety. So there it has some really cool synergies as well. And I think it's going to have a future in the standard deck. I think it's good enough to be staple as of now, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't want to make too many hard predictions, but I've been enjoying testing it so far, and I think it's a really positive, solid card. We'll see where it fits in premium, because there's more grade 2s in premium, of course, so it's going to be a little bit harder to find his spot. But once we see all the cards pan out, we'll be able to make heads or tails of them. But for now, I hope you've been enjoying it like I have. Let me know how your testing has been with him, and yeah, hope you enjoyed this one really quick. So yeah, that'll do it for me. Look out for the next one, and yeah, peace. Be easy.